Hey guys, it's Tyler with Thoroughbred Trucks. Today we're going to be installing a Bakflip G2 bed cover on a 2015 Toyota Tundra Crew Max. We're just going to work through the instructions step by step, so we'll just get right into it. Some of the new trucks don't have the bed liner already in it, so from the start you've got to install a weather strip. Luckily this one does, so we don't have to do any of that. What we do have to do though, starting off, is we have to take this factory track system off. We're going to be installing spacers, but first of all we're just going to have to get it off. So you've got a plastic cap here, you just pop it right off. Take this little guy here, loosen it all the way, push it in, and it just slides right off. It's got 5 screws in here, takes a T30, so we'll just get those taken right off. All right guys, we finally got the rail system off. There were 2 push pins in there that we did not know about. What we did is we just slid the rail towards the cab and it popped right off. So what we've got to do now is install these little shims to drop the rail system down just a little bit so we can still utilize the factory rail system when the bed cover's on. So what we've got some bolts here, some washers and some nuts. Grab you a bolt and a washer, thread it through the little shim here, and install it back into the holes that we unbolted from here. So once you get one of these on, it's real tight, you got to use your small fingers. Get it threaded. It's a size 11 metric that you can use. Once you get that on, you bolt all of these back up in place. But before you screw these last 2 in, make sure to put your little rail mount, slide it on first. If not, your fitment is extremely tight. We've already done the driver's side. We've got it back assembled. So this is what your end piece is gonna look like. All right guys, we've got these installed again. One part that we left out in the previous clip was that you may have 2 extra shims. That would be because of the length of the bed. The shim kits are all universally packed, so you may have a few extra parts. That's no big deal. We've got the rail system now to put on. So just set it up here on the bed rails. Make sure that the weather strips on it aren't folded under. This is a good section where you might need an extra set of hands. So I've got our mechanic here who's actually helping me out. We've got 3 little clamps to put on. Just do front, middle, and back. It's very simple. Just get down into there. Make sure it clamps on one side of the bed rails and then on this rail. And at that point, you just tighten them down. Take the rail system here on the back off, but what you're going to do to get these put on, you've got some little rubber grommets back here that you'll punch out. At that point, run this hose through this hole out the back side of that where the rubber grommet was, and then it just connects right up here to this piece, and then you're done. All right guys, we've got the new track system put on. Next thing is actually putting on the hard cover. We've already got it up here, so all we're gonna do is pick it up, set it, try and line it here in the tracks. The little flap goes towards the front of the cab. So Adam, if you'll come over here and help me. You got it?
Yep.
Okay. Be careful at this point not to, or to have all your little weather strips not bent, crushed or anything, and that way will prevent it from getting any water inside. All right, so now you've got these little bolts that you're just gonna feed through the hole here. At that point, you'll come to the bottom side, and I can't really show you, but you've got a little rubber washer, another washer, a lock washer, and then this little wing nut here. So you'll just thread it on from the bottom side, and that'll hold the cover on. We're installing these at the point where you push the bolt down. It's going to go into the metal bracket that was assembled on the rail. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to do that. This is a part where you may need a friend or an extra hand just to keep some pressure down on that bolt so you can get the ends threaded on there. Don't over tighten these yet. Just tighten them down, get them snug, but don't over tighten them. You still have room to move on it. All right, so we've got everything reinstalled. Only couple things left to do. We've got these little bumper pads here that we're going to install right here with one fold back. This is going to keep it from beating against the top of the cab, keep it from scratching any paint. Just 3M tape, peel it back, just stick it on. Not that big of a deal. And now you can go ahead and tighten these clamps down, and then we'll go ahead and get to the last steps. All right guys, the last step in the installation process is installing your prop rods. It's got a little ball here that you're just gonna push these on. It's real simple, you just push it until it clicks. And then what you've got, you can just throw it up here into this clamp. When you're riding, tighten that down, and it keeps the cover from sliding back. Obviously you wanna get that a little more better positioned. But when you're just cruising and your cover's down, it's got these little hinges right here you just clip them into. Also, that's the end of the installation, but you do have an extra weather seal here in case you find any spots where it's not sealed up how you'd like. You can install this to keep it watertight. Now we'll go ahead and shut it, make sure everything is just perfect for us. Hop down. At this point, you'll shut the tailgate. And this one sits down on top. Once again, this is the Bakflip G2 on the 2015 Toyota Tundra Crew Max. Thank you for watching the video. Keep in mind we do have a YouTube channel where all that is. Facebook, Instagram, @Thoroughbred Trucks. We're gonna go drive this thing in the rain. It's flooding out there. I'm sure you can hear it, but we're gonna go see just how waterproof this thing is. Thank you.